This is another one that is kind of a power running team. What challenge do you see them presenting defensively on Saturday?
I'm not sure if there's going to be any challenges. I mean, their strength, I feel like, is one of our strengths. I mean, their O-line is the strength of their offense, and I feel like for our defense, our strength is our defensive lineman. We got Cougars, Tonga, Hanson, Taniela, Vita Mahonga, Corbin, Sione, Kesney. All those guys up front do a really good job of making sure that their offensive line is in the backfield so that they can either make plays or we can just run through holes and make plays. So the challenge will be, I mean, if you want to ask the challenge will be trying to maintain that physicality up front all 4 quarters, because they're a tough team that's going to bring it, and they're going to try and run every play until they get to third downs, and they'll try and pass, but we expect it to be a hard-fought game.
Do you feel like you got good prep for that type of physicality over the last 2 weeks with your opponents?
We definitely do. I mean, you go up against LSU, you go up against Utah. You saw guys run really hard. I mean, he didn't get any breakaways, but we managed to keep them to 3, 4, 5 yards running the ball. I mean, yeah, they got first downs, and so the whole mentality of this week is to make sure that our defensive line does their job, at least the front 7, me, Fred, and Matt Hadley, and then our defensive line. We all just make sure that we can make plays inside the box so that we get them to third downs where our DBs can make plays, or just get out on third down so the offense can get the ball.
Because of the power rushing attack and wanting to be as physical as possible, these are the matchups that you really look forward to?
Yeah, for me as a linebacker, you do, because you expect a really hard-nosed runner like they have over there. He's a freshman, but he's running over guys, very solid runner. He'll break tackles like guys did, and so what we expect is for them to bring in, for us to bring in. So we're excited for the challenge.
Has Ula Tolotau been the scout back for Wisconsin since he was recruited by Wisconsin?
We've been having a ton of different guys in that mix. We had Austin Secafensis last week, but they bumped him up, and so they're just mixing a couple of big guys just to make sure that we can learn how to wrap up and make sure that we're right place at the right time.
Give the scouting report on their backs. What have you seen? Physical downhill runners? What have you seen?
Yeah, I mean, that's all we see is these guys they're hard-nosed runners, and they break. You can't bring them down if you try and go for their ankles. And so what we've been doing, at least some of us after practice, is we'll go take on the bag and just make sure that we're doing our wrap-up. We missed a lot of tackles against LSU and Utah, which is why we lost the games, I feel like. But I think this week you'll see a better tackling game from the defense.
What does it mean to be able to have this program on your field?
It's exciting. It's really exciting. I mean, one of the things that it means is that bigger schools, you can say bigger schools, but Power 5 conferences and with these kind of schools like Wisconsin, LSU, I mean, you play those guys and that means that they look up to you. That means that they see you as competition. And so if they see us as competition, we already know that we can play. And so the whole mentality is to come out Saturday and prove that and play all 4 quarters. Something we haven't done in a while, but something we will do Saturday.
We went from a power run team to a spread team. Now you're going back to power run. Does anything change for you guys at all?
No, nothing changes defensively for us. Coach Siaki's doing a great job of making sure that the defensive line does their assignment, and the coaches got in our case. The linebackers played well, but not well enough. Just making sure that we do our assignments and fit in our right gaps so that we can make the right tackles at the right time.
Talk about having Micah Hanneman back on the field with you.
It's nice. It's nice. I mean, I trust every single one of the players on the team, but it is nice to have Micah back there. He has 3 years of experience. I mean, he even played his freshman year, and so to have him back is really exciting, and so you guys are going to see him make some plays.
Coach Satake always talks about the rivalry hangover. Like no matter if you win or lose, you kind of have that hangover. Have you guys kind of passed that as you're looking forward to Wisconsin?
I think yesterday we all got rid of that right after watching film. Everyone was a little down, just like the LSU game, we're a little down. But right after we watch film on Mondays and move on to the following practice, our mentality is, okay, we got the next opponent, so move on to that.
As a captain, how much are you taking it upon yourself to make sure the defense and offense doesn't develop some fractures and kind of stays together based on performance?
For the defense, what we make sure to do, at least from Fred and I, what we do is we make sure that each of us are together in regards to every down. When it comes to us coming off the field, making sure that everyone is paying attention to adjustments and assignments that coaches are going to make on the spot and on the fly. In regards to the offense, we let them handle that. The only thing we do for them is just support them, and we know they'll handle their business.
After a couple weeks of Matt Hadley switching to linebacker, how would you assess his performance through the first 3 games?
He's playing well. He's a guy that can cover. Make tackles, and you don't really see an offensive lineman blocking him because he moves so well in space. And so it's nice to have him come down and move to linebacker. But the thing that's so good about Matt is he picks everything up really quickly. He did that at the safety spot, and he's doing that now at the linebacker spot. And so all we want him to do is just to be consistent, continue to make plays, continue to get away from blocks, and just go make the tackle, and that's what he's going to do.
How's your health status this early this season? Is holding up all right?
Yeah, a lot of us were sore after that Utah game. Fred and I, we were trying to make sure that everyone just gave their all because we have this game and then we have a bye week, so we can rest during the bye week. And so we were all a little banged up yesterday, all a little sore, but we came in, got treatment, and so we're okay. We're ready now.
If you were to give Butch Pau'u's 3 keys to victory against Wisconsin, what would they be?
3 keys to victory. For one, it'd be do your job. Coaches put an emphasis on doing your 111, doing your one assignment that you have to do every play, doing it to the best of your ability. That would be the first key. The second key would be play your heart out. If you can play your heart out and do your job, you're going to see everyone fly. And you saw our defense fly around on Saturday. And then the third key would just be play together. And if you see our defense come together like you did last year, like you're seeing bits and pieces, we haven't been together all 4 quarters yet, but you see it on the practice field. We're coming together really close, and everyone's going to see just our team shine this week. And so you can do your job, play as hard as you can, and then play together with love. You're going to be okay.
The sting of the LSU loss, and coupled with the loss of Utah, what would it mean to be the 10th ranked Wisconsin on your field?
Yeah, people don't think, or people are going to say that it doesn't mean much, but it does mean a lot. You're coming off of 2 losses against 2 good teams, and you play a top-ranked team that everyone in the world thinks that you're going to lose to, and you prove them wrong just because our mentality is we can beat anyone in the world. And we haven't been able to prove that, but to be able to do that this Saturday would mean a lot to us and to everyone in the program.
How do you balance that kind of do-your-job 111 mentality with also wanting to get sort of those havoc plays, those disruption plays?
Yeah. You saw LSU, the coaches mentioned that you saw LSU. We were kind of freaking out because we were trying to bring a spark to the team. And so defensively, everyone was doing different assignments, so everyone was out of place, and that's when they were making plays. And so this game, you saw us just continue to remind each other every single play. Everyone just do your job. And then even at halftime, we were like, okay, we need a play, but coaches continue to remind us, stay within the system, and you guys will be okay.
Last couple questions.